Hi, welcome to this session, adding a GraphQL backend to your Jamstack app with Fauna. In the next 10 minutes, you're going to see how quick and easy it is to add a backend to your app using GraphQL and Fauna. You're going to sign up for a new account with Fauna. You're going to upload a simple GraphQL schema. You're going to make some modifications to that schema to see how powerful Fauna's auto generation is. And finally, you're going to get some additional resources to help you learn and build more with Fauna. The first step is to create a new account, and it's simple. Let's go do that now. Here on the sign up page, you see that you can sign up with your email or using your GitHub or Netlify account to make it even easier. Let's go ahead and sign up with email. Note that you don't have to provide a credit card until you're ready to upgrade from the free tier. Now that you have your account created, it's time to create a database. And you can do that by choosing the database, give it a name, select a region group, and choosing Create. That's it. Your database is created and ready to go with global replication, simple, easy to use serverless operations model. Now that you've created your database, it's time to upload your schema to Fauna. And when you upload your GraphQL schema, Fauna does a few things for you. Namely, for every type that you include, it gives you a create, a find, an update, and a delete mutation automatically without having to provide any additional information. Here's a basic GraphQL schema. It defines an enum of frameworks such as Next.js and SvelteKit, and it defines a type of project. This is a sample schema for you to track your Jamstack apps, for example. From this, we would expect Fauna to give us a way to create a project, to update a project, to find a project, and to remove a project. Let's go into the Fauna dashboard and see how this works. From the Fauna dashboard, navigate to the GraphQL tab and choose Import Schema. Let's select that schema that we just saw, and we get the GraphQL playground. If we choose the Docs tab on the right, we see that we have queries to find a project by ID and mutations to create, update, and delete a project, just as we expected. Let's test these out to see how they work. First, we're going to create a simple project. We're going to choose some values that make sense for us, and we're going to run this mutation. Fauna automatically creates a record for us in our collection, returns the values that we've asked for in our GraphQL mutation. Let's navigate to collections, and we see that Fauna has also created a project collection for us, and here's our new document in that collection. Let's see if we can use a read query to get this document back by its ID. We'll return to the GraphQL tab, copy the ID from the mutation, and run a find project by ID query. Note that this was also automatically generated for us by Fauna when we uploaded our schema. And again, if you forget which queries you have, you can always return to the docs on the right side of the playground. We run our query, and again, we get the same information that we asked for. So with very little effort, Fauna has given us a collection to store our data, and it's given us create, retrieve, update, and delete queries for that data. Let's see what else we can do with Fauna. The next step is to modify your schema to add some common data access patterns that you'll need for your application. Fauna can automatically generate queries for you when you provide query signatures that accept known attributes as a parameter, including no parameters at all, and return a known type. For example, with this schema, we could add a list all projects query that returns all documents from the project collection. And we could add a list projects by framework, where given a particular framework, it returns all the projects created in that framework. Let's see what this looks like in a schema. Here, we've modified the previous schema to add two queries just before the cursor. There's a list all projects query that takes no parameters and returns a list of projects a known type, and there's a list projects by framework that takes a known attribute, framework, and returns a list of projects, a known type. Let's replace our schema in the GraphQL dashboard and see how these queries are created. Return to the GraphQL tab of the dashboard and choose Replace Schema. Again, choose Replace, select the modified schema that we've created, and once it's uploaded, again open the docs. Now we have two additional queries, the List All Projects query and the List Projects by Framework query. Note that both of these return pages of projects, so pagination is built into your application. Let's add some more data and look at what these queries look like. Here we have a mutation that will create 3 additional projects, another SvelteKit project, a Next.js project, and a Nuxt project. When we run this mutation, we get 3 document IDs back, just as we'd expect, and if we navigate to the project collection again, we see that we now have 4 documents in our collection. Let's return to the GraphQL tab and run the List All Projects query that we created. We should expect to see 4 projects back, and in fact, that's what we see. 2 SvelteKit projects, 1 Next.js project, and 1 Nuxt project. Now let's say we wanted to filter these by framework. That's what our List Projects by Framework query will do for us. So again, we run this query, passing the argument SvelteKit for the framework, and we should expect to see 2 projects returned. And that's exactly what we see. The first SvelteKit project we created, and the second one we created in the bulk mutation. So you see how easy and powerful Fauna's automatic generation of queries and mutations for your GraphQL schema can be. To learn more, including additional access patterns, authorization, and how to create a complete application for the Jamstack using Fauna, visit the link that you see on the slides, fauna.link/gql-workshop. This takes you to a 2-part workshop that gives you the fundamentals of working with GraphQL and Fauna and helps you build that application. From there, we have a collection of tools and examples in Fauna Labs that will help you build more effectively and more complex applications. Visit fauna.link/labs for code samples, tooling, and more. And finally, share what you learn and share your questions with the community. There's always somebody ready to help. Visit fauna.link/community and post your questions in the forums or show off what you've built in the Discord server. Thanks for joining us for this quick talk. I hope that you've seen how easy it is to add a GraphQL backend to your Jamstack with Fauna, how you no longer have to worry about operations, creating, maintaining, and optimizing databases. You just store your data, define it in your GraphQL schema, and build. For more, see the links here on the slide. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Fauna or myself at RTS_Rob. Thank you.